Hey, what's up, everybody? Synthwave here. Hope you're all doing well, having a good time auto fighting Act 4, Chapter 1. I just finished that, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to fight Optimus Primal with Jazz. Oh, they gave me the defensive upgrade. Rats. Okay. Well, this might take a little bit longer, but I think we can do this because Jazz has a fantastic kit with some amazing synergies, and hopefully we can take a look at some of them right now. I got about 5 or 10 minutes before I gotta go pick up my youngest from school, and so I'm gonna kill some time doing this. Let's see if we can score a KO here, or if not, at the very least, let's show what Jazz can do here. So what the first thing you want to do when you're playing Jazz is you want to do this. You want to get to his special 3, and that initiates that backfire debuff. It's a permanent debuff on Primal. And at that point, you can see right there, he just took some damage when he used a special. So Jazz gets them twofold. So every time they use a special, they take damage. And every time they use a special, if you're using the Optimus Prime synergy, you'll notice the orange buff under my health bar. I keep getting... whoops. I keep getting attack buffs every time he uses that special. So Jazz, in that sense, is a real fun bot to use. You can get crazy amounts of damage if you survive long enough. One of the things you'll see me doing a lot right there is initiating that confusion debuff. And, oh good, I got a stun. So this is a great way to kind of stun lock Primal. Let me see, got another one. Alright. So ever since they fixed, well, this one wasn't broken, but he was one of the bots where Stupefy wasn't working the way it should have, but they did fix him. Maybe we'll get to see it. It's only with his signature ability. But anyway, I digress. Where was I? Yeah. So every time you hit him with a confusion debuff, like every time I use a heavy there. It also gives him the chance. Well, it makes your opponent want to use their specials. I find though that this is it's kind of a crutch that you really can become over dependent upon, because the opponents you face don't always want to use the special when even under confuse. So it takes kind of I don't know what would be the closest, like a leap of faith, I guess, or no, like a trust fall. You gotta sit there in front of them and not touch your phone, touch the device you're on. You can't really touch the screen. You kind of gotta sit there and bait him into doing it. Oh, see right there, I took one. It's hard because sometimes they don't always want to use the special. Sometimes they dash at you, sometimes they use it. It's hard to tell, so you kind of gotta fiddle around with it a little bit and see what you can do. I hope I don't die. This is gonna be embarrassing. Alright, let me stop talking so much and kind of get back to work here. I'm up to 10 attack buffs right now. It's kind of crazy to fight Primal with Jazz because of the number of crits that he does. It just feeds Primal's crit armor, as you can see. So you gotta kind of get him. It's hard to get him to heavy, because when he heavies, he sheds that crit armor and he becomes very vulnerable at that point. Jazz can do crazy amounts of damage on him then. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, and he uses a special. So he's burning up my timer. So there you go. You can see I did some really good damage right there just from him not having that armor. That's why this fight, if I can survive it's going to last a while. But we'll just keep the quickest way to whittle him down. It's got kind of an exponential damage effect, or exponential, is that the word? I don't know. But you, oh good, so there was some good damage right there, and there's another good one. And no stun. Alright, well we'll keep trying that, and we'll see if I can get Jazz's SIG ability to activate. His sig is when they're confused, when the opponent's confused. If you keep dodging their attacks, if they don't use a special, you can get a stun on them because it drains power from their power bar every time you dodge an attack while they're confused. Good, there we go. That was one. And there's another stun. So you can see with Stupefy, it's a really good investment with Jazz. The most I've gotten is like 2 in a row. I don't know if an algorithm like kicks in and prevents you from getting too many. There's some good damage. Oh, good. He's using. Okay, good. So there you go. There is a good example. And I'm noticing you can really get. It has to be like their power bar kind of has to be in that sweet spot, but you can get a lot of chain stuns just off of that. See, there you go. It's kind of hard. I'm glad I applied Stupefy to it because it happens so quickly, but Stupefy kind of gives you that extra little second you need for it to register. And I don't know if that's just me being old and my reflexes are just slower, but it just takes me a little bit longer. So Stupefy really helps. But yeah, so the ramp, Jazz is one of these. He's kind of like Mirage. He has really good ramp up damage. He just takes a while to get there. But man, when he you'll notice like I started out the fight kind of real slow, not doing too much damage. But now I'm up to 15 attack buffs, and the fight's going a lot faster now. And I might be able to beat him if I don't mess up. The fight would have been long over if he didn't have that crit armor. Or if I could get him to even use the heavy. But you notice, okay, so now I am starting to give him critical hits. I think that has to do with the assassin mastery that kicks in. I think it kind of, I don't know if it's working as intended or if it's buggy, but when he drops below 18% health, oops, oh, don't blow it, Synthwave. Let's do this. I think we're almost done. Yeah, you start getting criticals, even when he has crit armor up. It's strange. But anyway, so yeah, that's Jazz. I think we got him. So boom, there we go. So yeah, so taking a bot who specializes in crit damage isn't always the craziest thing to do when you're going up against Optimus Primal, who specializes in absorbing critical hits. I think with Jazz's kit, with his ability to stun through confusion, and then that synergy he gains with Optimus Prime, I think is the real critical synergy. The critical component to beating a bot like Primal is that Jazz's damage just keeps ramping up and ramping up. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you'll consider bringing Jazz on your team or investing in his signature ability. It's not a bad signature to invest in, especially when you couple it with the Stupefy mastery. So at higher amounts, that percentage of power that goes down from the attacks that you can dodge will really lead to a lot more stuns and therefore a lot more hits on your opponent. So there you go. I got to go get my kid. Maybe stay tuned for another video. I don't know. We're at the 2-day mark from the end of Spotlight, so we'll see how what news the next 3 months brings. According to Kabam, there's a 3-month long story arc for the story mode. We'll see what Spotlight brings. I think we're kind of at the point where there's really no more featured, like they kind of gone through all the bots. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Not Optimus Primal, Rodimus Prime. He's still in there in the crystals. So maybe they'll release him. Sound Blaster is there too, but so was Lockdown, and we all know what happened there. So maybe they are abandoned projects. Maybe they're red herrings. I don't know. But we'll see. I guess we'll just keep watching the forum for more news. But in the meantime, hit comment if you like the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know what you think of Jazz. I think since they fixed the Stupefy mastery for him. I think he is a bot that will start getting a lot more attention. And yeah, I think he'd be a good addition to anyone's team. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll hopefully see you in another video soon. Take care, guys.